I seen a whole fly, big eyes. I seen a butterfly. Everything, when I see everything fly.
Talking about how white people make movies and stuff and make fun of black people.
White people about making fun of white folks and making fun of nobody. Let me just, it's America, freedom of speech. Let me do what I want to do. Y'all have made fun of everybody that ain't felt shit. It's the truth. Yeah, y'all know you're clapping house niggas ain't clapping scared, but listen. This is real, and I mean this from my heart. I've been taught by white folks. I ain't been on Venus. I'm
about 2 minutes, y'all.
To this shit. Always been making fun of niggas, and they don't. And the reason they say, Paul, why don't you sugarcoat? I ain't sugarcoating shit because white folks didn't sugarcoat shit.
Grab me a coffee.
White folks didn't give a goddamn. When they didn't want me at their schools, they could have sugarcoated. Well, Paul, perhaps next year we're overcrowded. Now we can work some. They didn't say, no, nigga, you can't go to the school because you are nappy head, wide nosed nigga. We don't want niggers here. They didn't sugarcoat shit. I got over it, so white folks, you get over me. I lived through the shit. You will live through it. Because they get mad. They say all kind of shit about me. Oh, it's bald. It ain't me. This shit was here when I came here. And it'll be here when I'm going to drop dead right now. Racisms are here. It's here forever. It's in the blood. Because white folks owned us, and they will never get over it. Because I'm going to tell you why. I read the white book. Getting away wasn't the chapter, okay? We tricked their ass. We got away. And they ain't going to never be the same. They ain't been happy since. Go back and watch all that old shit. When they owned us, white folks are some happy white people. They used to waltz and they had to smile at them. Look at them now. They're so depressed and sad. Niggas got away. Let slavery come back tomorrow. Well, they don't want us in their little areas and all that shit. Ain't that funny? Don't want us in their neighborhood. When they own us, we was in their house. What kind of bullshit is that? Oh, I can't come in the neighborhood, but when you own me, I was warming up your bed. Now, there's something wrong with this picture. Shit, when they own us, we had 12 and 14 jobs. Now that we free, I'm so sorry, there's no jobs. Mad because we got away. Let slavery come back in the mall. They'll be on that porch. Welcome home. Get your rest. You got to go to those 12 jobs in the morning.
Hey everybody, and welcome to Cold World's podcast. We hope you enjoyed the episode, videos, clips, and music. Be kind to others. Do something nice for somebody you don't even know. And most importantly, be kind to yourself and true to yourself. Have a blessed day.
Peace, y'all. And if you like what you're listening to, spread the word. I already know the answer, but I just want to show y'all. For people that, don't really care about it or haven't really ever checked or, you know what I'm saying? Or whatever. Or just go by narratives or stereotypes or whatever. I just want to show y'all who receives the most welfare in this country. White people, black people, Latin people, Asian people, who? Let's see who gets it the most. Let's see. I'm going to ask Google. Okay. Well, she didn't want to talk, but... Okay, so 50% of those receiving SNAP, TANF, and rental subsidies were black at 27.7%, Hispanic and hold on. Oh, my bad. That was for a specific program. Okay. So in the United States, the majority of welfare recipients are children, elderly people, and individuals with disabilities. There are also racial and ethnic differences in welfare participation rates. American Indians and Alaskan Natives have the highest rates of participation in all programs except housing assistance. Non-Hispanic blacks have the second highest rates of participation. Non-Hispanic blacks have the second highest rates of participation. However, many people overestimate the number of African Americans who receive welfare. See what I'm saying? Let me read that again. However, many people overestimate the number of African Americans who receive welfare. That's why I was just saying, like, when I started out, because a lot of that is based off stereotype, who people think get the, you know, the majority of the welfare. Because there's a lot of different things, you know what I'm saying, specific things that you get from welfare. Welfare is just a whole big umbrella. You know, that's just the name for everything, but there's a lot of different services in there. You know, SNAP, health, you know, all that kind of stuff. There's different stuff. Let's see. What are the majority of, what? Okay, let's see. Let's see what they're talking about. Okay, so it says, what race uses the most food stamps? Wow. Okay. What race uses the most food stamps? This is on the Googlenators, y'all. And this was from July 19th of 2023, so it's about a year old, so that's still fresh. Not that much has changed in the past year. So it says non-Hispanic white people accounted for 44.6% of adult SNAP recipients and 31.5% of children recipients in 2020. About 27% of both adult and child recipients were black. Let me read that again. So, non-Hispanic white people accounted for 44.6% of adult SNAP recipients and 31.5% of child recipients in 2020. About 27% of both adult and child recipients were black. And this is from July 19, 2023. So it ain't black people getting welfare the most. It's everyone, you know, not everyone, but like if you were to even ask somebody just randomly, if you just randomly ask people, right? And you were to just ask them to guess, be like, who do you think, what race of people, and if they were just being straight up honest with you, you know what I'm saying? And you could ask people that, and you ask them, what color person or what race of person do you think gets welfare the most? If you ask 10 people that, 7 out of that 10, at least 7 out of that 10 would say black people. Their answer would be black people. They would say, oh, probably black people. That's what they would say. At least 7 out of 10 people, that would be their answer if you ask them that question. I really believe that. Okay, hold on now. Let's see. So it says non-Hispanic whites, 44.6%. Sorry, I'm trying to get some music on here too. Some Miles Davis. Yep. Who receives the most SNAP benefits? Yep. That's all I was saying. I don't even trying to prove a point. But, like, I'm just trying to, you know, like, kill that stereotype. You know what I mean? Yeah. So that's what's up with that, y'all. And Trump wants to get rid of it. I guess that's, you know, my point of this conversation, or me presenting this information, you know, because he's talking about getting rid of the welfare stuff that he thinks is, that he thinks he's taking away from, you know, majority black people. When in reality, but at the same time, and like, you know, Michelle and I have even talked about, Trump don't give a shit about poor white people. A poor white person is the same as a black person. Poor or not. Because every race has throwaways. You know what I'm saying? And we all argue about stuff too. Like every race is fragmented. White, I think Latin people are the most together, the most family oriented. You know what I mean? As far as looking out for each other and taking care of each other, I think Latin people got that hands down. They're the best. White people, they come together like, and they don't even all like each other all the time either. White people, a lot of white people hate each other's guts. But for certain stuff, they come together. When it's like voting and like just community stuff, they'll be coming together for that type of shit. Us as black people, I think we're the most fragmented. You saw it play out here in this election. Even though it's a small segment of black and brown people that voted for Trump, like that shit was stressful as hell, like seeing them be like that, man. And you got the other 85% trying to tell you, hey, man, like, what the fuck are you guys doing? What are you guys doing? And a lot of them Trumpers, black and the white ones, they know they messed up. They know they did. And they'll only admit that to them four walls and to maybe their closest, like maybe their girlfriend or something. Or if you're a girl, like they might admit it to their boyfriend, or they might admit it to their best friend, or to their mom, or, you know, someone super close where they feel they won't get judged at hard. Maybe a couple that's been together for a real long time that feel comfortable with, like, looking at each other and telling each other, oh, I think we fucked up. We should have voted for Kamala. And they're looking at each other like, that racism would be getting in the way, man. That racism would be getting in the way of stuff. White people just can't get over themselves, man. They just always have to be in control. They just always have to be in control, man. That sucks. Yep. One day we'll figure it out, y'all.
America's problem is us. We're her problem. The only reason she has a problem is she doesn't want us here. And every time you look at yourself, be it black, brown, red, or yellow, a so-called Negro, you represent a person who poses such a serious problem for America because you're not one. Once you face this as a fact, then you can start plotting a course that will make you appear intelligent instead of unintelligent.
I mean, sometimes I see things. I guess because I'm a ghost, I see ghostly things. Thought I saw something that wasn't there, but it was there. As far as I can see, though, I see shadows. And I'm looking real far, even when I'm asleep. Ain't that something? Something in the shadows. Maybe it's the pharaohs coming to spread the light. Is the vision so narrow? Maybe it's the killers in the cut with the barrels. Get high but can't fly without the eye of the sparrow. Fatigue, ready for battle. My word can move her like a cattle. Try to stay hard like fragile. Meaning you can lose at any moment. My cranium is like Damien's, no omen. I don't bear the mark of the beast, just the heart of the beast. Growling foam when it's dark on the beach. Just the ice cold nigga that be sparking the heat. Trying to make it through the struggle just to say it the least. If they come and tell them come now, sunset, sundown, I don't put my gun down and I ain't trying to run clown. I keep something in the barrels, fully loaded up knowing there's something in the shadows. Blank theory, high and hallucination. Stress is building up.
So check this out. This is a Method Man from back in the day, from when he was young. I think, dude, he looked like he was probably like in his early 20s maybe, or maybe younger than that actually. You know what I'm saying? Before the Wu-Tang, or maybe right around when Wu-Tang was just starting off. He looked super young though. But he's being interviewed by somebody and they're talking to him about stuff. Sounds pretty insightful, you know what I'm saying? Because this is back from the day. I agree with a lot of what he's saying. The only thing I don't agree, though, is about, like, you know, about the vaccines and shit. Because, like, I took the vaccine. I didn't take all of them and all the boosters and all that. But I took the vaccine and I feel just fine. You know what I mean? Like, to each his own with that. You know what I'm saying? But other than the vaccine thing, I agree with about 90% of what he's talking about. Let's check it out. This is a Method Man from back in the day.
Word up, today's youth is crazy angry and they're learning faster. And America is scared to death of that shit.
He's calling out a lot of that's actually what's actually taking place, though, nowadays, if you just pay attention. All right, y'all. And thanks for listening to this episode. We appreciate everyone that's listening. Yeah, this is 1995, yeah. It says, meth predicting the techno, dystopia, pandemic, and World War III is crazy. In 1995, he's talking about. I'm just reading the caption, but this is 1995.
Blow us up before they let us come into power. You can believe that. Word up, today's youth is crazy angry and they're learning faster. And America is scared to death of that shit. They're going to blow us up before they let us come into power. You can believe that shit. All that shit's going to burn. All of it.
So you believe in some kind of Armageddon?
3-minute video.
Yeah, most definitely. We in the last times and days right now. The Illuminati's in effect. See, the Illuminati ain't nothing but like it's going to be a second Great Depression out here in America. Except this time, corporate America's prepared themselves for it. Meaning when it hits, their money is going to be safe. As far as the rest of us that don't own our own businesses and things of that nature, so yeah, we're going to be killing each other in the streets, man. Mad Max and Beyond Terradome and all that. It's going to be all that. And they're going to have to blow us up, which is what they're going to do. They're going to inject us with these, they're going to say it's like for everybody mandatory AIDS testing because AIDS is so widespread. They're going to be giving them vaccines for it so they don't catch it off top like measles, mumps, and stuff like that. But in all actuality, what they're doing is putting microchips in and your babies so they can keep tabs on where you're at. That's deep. That's deep. They're not even using money anymore as far as paper. It's going to be cards.
Like that part where he was talking about them tracking you and stuff and putting like microchips in you and stuff with the vaccine, I don't agree with that. They know where you are already. Everyone's got a phone, right? You got a phone. Like they can track you. You got a Social Security card, right? So people know who you are. They can find you. So, yeah, ain't nobody microchipping nobody.
To show what status you are, how financially well off you are, or whatever. You know, what do you own, and it'll tell everything about you.
But I do agree with, like, the card stuff and, like the status stuff and them being able to... I could see them doing some shit like that, though. My bad. I won't talk anymore over it.
That's deep. That's deep. They're not even using money anymore as far as paper. It's going to be cards. To show what status you are, how financially well off you are, or whatever. You know, what do you own, and it'll tell everything about you. Word. Welfare is gone. They just going, funds for schooling, gone. Everything is they just throwing it all back. They're building, what they're trying to do now is just build their fortress for the bigger war, because they know, too, that we're in the last times and days. And America's done so much fucked up shit across seas that they know it's all got to come back to them. Everything goes around in a cipher, a complete 360-degree circle. And they done did so much fucked up shit overseas, it's got to come back here. We got people in America already rebelling against America, and they're Americans. The Aryan nation, they blew up the Fed building, killed all them babies and shit. They like, we don't care, white, black, whatever. I mean, if you're not with the movement, you got to go. The weak must die. That's how they seeing it. Now, you got these crazies over here. Then you got people across seas. They see that. They like, hey, this is our chance to come over here and take everything. Japanese is buying up every corporation and all that. They're going to have everybody in the mental slavery. Physical as well as physical. Word up. It's coming back.
And how do you really react to this?
I can't, all I can do is build my own industry and make sure it don't affect me and my family. You know what I'm saying? Word, start now. Now is the best time. Word up. That's why when brothers say what time is it, the time is now. For real.
And how far is the process of building your own industry? It's a never-ending process.
Yeah, it's infinite, man. That's going to be infinite. Because as long as I eat, they're going to eat.
Yeah, man, that's crazy. Everyone's being selfish out here, too. That's what I'm saying. Oh, and check it out. That's how territorial I am. I bought some Solo cups today. They had like a whole big bag of them. I think it's like 48 of them or something like that. That's my favorite number, too, by the way. But I got the blue ones. You know, they had the blue and the red Solo cups. I got the blue one because that's, Democrat. Yep. All right, y'all. Back to the episode. Yeah, that's pretty insightful, though. That's crazy, though. A lot of the stuff he's saying is true. Because if you think about it, that's basically what Trump and them people are doing. They're getting all the brown and black people up out this country. That's crazy when you really think about that. They're kicking people out just because they don't want you here because you're a different color than them. That's fucked up. That's what it's all about. Because if it wasn't, they'd be talking about getting every kind of migrant that's here, no matter what race, color, none of that. They'd be talking about getting all of them out of here. But they're only picking on a certain segment of people. That's racism. And that's what I'm saying. Like, the news people need to be better with, like, asking the questions, not arguing with, like, people like Scott Jennings on, like, the news shows at night and shit like that, or even during the day and stuff like that. Because at the end of the day, it's just two people just debating or, like, arguing a point. You ain't getting nowhere with that, man. Y'all need to be asking Trump and his people, like, when he's at his little press conferences and stuff, when them people come on there, y'all need to be asking his people and his cabinet that. Be like, hey, are you guys, you know what I'm saying? Pull them over when you're in there in the Capitol with them and all that stuff. When you see them, Manu Raju and all you people, you ask them that. Be like, you don't think that's racist? And be like, do you guys plan on getting like the European migrants that are in the country that are here under visas and these work programs or that are here illegally? Is there plans on rounding them up and kicking them out the country? Why don't y'all ask them that specifically? Because all I'm ever hearing or seeing or anything is about brown or black migrants. Those are the only ones they're talking about kicking out this country. And if anyone can find me any footage anywhere of Trump and his people talking about kicking European migrants out the country, show it to me, send it to me. All right, enjoy this in, y'all. We're watching, this is a California, driving tour. Yep, they're along the Pacific Coast Highway right now. So, yeah, we go to bed to this stuff. Because it's relaxing. It really is relaxing. I know we can all use some relaxation, some peace of mind right now. So, I'm going to let this roll for about maybe like a minute, y'all. Thanks for listening to today's episode. This is DVJ and Michelle, and you've been listening to the Cold World Podcast. And if you like what you're hearing, spread the word. Show us some love. Let people know. You know what I mean? And I just want to say, do something good for somebody and always remain teachable. And until the next episode, peace.
Imagine someone doing more for his team than Giannis is doing on both ends of the floor. He leads the league in scoring, and it's coming in all of the usual ways.
Let's go, Bucks. Watch this Bucks game. Let's go. Shout out Doris Burke. She's good. Doris Burke's real good. I'm calling some games. All right, y'all. Enjoy this episode.